Hello to all you Scorpios. This is your monthly horoscope for Scorpio for the month of May 2021. Now, in general, a lot is happening. Eclipses and new planets in new signs and whatnot. But for the Scorpios, it's gonna be your cup of tea. And that is because your house, the area of life that is associated with Scorpio, is so highlighted during this month. And not only that, there is two shifts of planets. Well, one shifted already at the end of last month in April. Mars in Cancer is supporting your energy in Scorpio. And Jupiter also will shift to another fellow water sign in Pisces, which is also supporting you. So quite a lot of positive emotional energy and flow that you will be able to tap into during the month of May. And it's not one of those months, although it's very eventful, especially for the mutable signs. You're not a mutable sign. So it's going to be more in areas that that is a bit behind the scenes, so to speak. So let's get started with the eclipse. On the 26th of the month, there is a total eclipse, a lunar one, which means full moon. Moon in Sagittarius, 5 degrees with the south node, sun opposite it, and with the north node in Gemini at 5 degrees. And this belongs to the Saros cycle 5 north, which is all about understanding, having the knowledge, a vision. It's the visionary. It's because you see in advance, or you know in advance, let's put it that way, because you know in advance, at the same time you're already acting according to that knowledge, and that is going towards success. Because at the very end of the month, around the 26th as well, we're going to have Mars trining Neptune, which is a bit the same flavor. It's about doing things because you kind of feel yourself, your body almost being guided towards that change. It's with no resistance there. And isn't that fun for a change, because Scorpios know all about resistance and about change and transformation. So this is the energy in general. The only thing we need to be cautious of is around also the end of the month, we're going to have Venus and Mercury squaring Neptune. So that we are, especially for you on the level of consciousness and shadow side of us, that we are not fooling ourselves. But as you are true Scorpio, true Scorpios, they're not going to fool themselves, are they? Anyway, let's break this down with the eclipse a little bit further. So this is happening for you in the money houses and in the houses on a bit of a deeper level of worth and self-worth, value, the ego power struggles that goes on and that you Scorpios know so well. So on a very mundane level, 3D level, when it comes to finances, this is saying by with the moon and the south node there, a bit of letting go of always trying to be too self-sufficient almost, and going a bit more towards the north node with the sun in the 8th house of trusting others and let other people do something for you. It's basically that in a nutshell. It's not easy for a Scorpio. It's easy for a Scorpio to help out other people. It's not so easy for a Scorpio, in general, to be open and trusting other people. That's not the what they used to do. So it's like the universe really inviting you to be open for other people, let them support you for a change. That is a very strong yin energy kind of thing, but I think this is crucial. Also not always on the money level, by the way. This is not to say like you have to stop working and just enjoy the money that your lover earns or whatnot. No, it's on a deeper level. It's about sharing value and sharing resources that other people want to give to you, whether it is material, whether it is emotional support even. Scorpios are known to be givers of emotional support so well, but when it comes to the other way around, it's so difficult because of that vulnerability that it takes to be open for guidance and support of other people. So that is crucial. So if you've been wrestling a little bit with this item, it's certainly going to come up around the time of May, that you're a bit more open to receive and let other people be in that role of how joyful it can make them when they help you out for a change. You know, it's also good for their confidence, so to speak. And it's also good for you to be humble and to know that you are very powerful, very strong, but just also like everyone else who also have their vulnerability. So what huge deep lessons there. The sun is not only there for a big chunk of the month, especially the last part of the month, last 10 days, but also Venus and Mercury are going to be in your 8th house. And it's a nice combination to have. These are gentle energies. You know, Venus is about attracting love, attracting money. 8th house is the house of money of other people. So again, but it's also the house of intimacy, deep intimacy, the sharing stuff with people. Not only, you know, the body, the mind, and the soul, right? It's going deeper than just the sex, for instance, in a relationship. It's like body, mind, and soul. That very authentic, showing yourself what you're all about, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and sharing that huge opportunity to do so with Venus and Mercury there. And Mercury at the end of the month is going backwards, so Mercury is going to stay in that house way longer than normal, so like for 2 months. Also when it comes to contracts for investments and so on, it's very interesting. You could explore, you could try to improve your situation with your investments and money that you share with other people. But it's best to sign contracts after Mercury goes direct again, which is after the 24th of June. If you can postpone that, of course, if that is possible. Again, these are general horoscopes. So, yes, a lot of possibility of love and learning about the occult, which is the 8th house, to go deep, to understand yourself more on a deep psychological level. There's also a new moon in your opposite sign at 21 degrees of Taurus on the 11th. So this is relationships. There's also new endings and new beginnings when it comes to relationships. And especially when you are a Scorpio, a sun or a moon or ascendant around 21 degrees. So that will be if you have your birthday your birthday around and about the 12th up until the 17th of November. So those will feel it the most, that there is relationship stuff going on there. So it could be a new relationship when you're single, for instance, around that time. Or it could mean some sort of a transformation, going up a level in your old relationship. Even, yes, for some of you, when your situation, for instance, is very, very bad at the moment, there could be like, yeah, I'm just detaching myself from this relationship and I go on with my life. That could be the case as well, and a new beginning there. So yes, quite an eventful month, but one that is quite powerful and working with you rather than against you. Now Jupiter on the 14th of the month, then for May, June and July, will shift into Pisces, a fellow water sign in your 5th house. Now this is good news. It won't stay there for the rest of the year, so May, June and July, and then it goes back into Aquarius. But then at the end of the year, beginning of next year, you've got Jupiter full on in your 5th house in Pisces. What does it mean? Jupiter is about meaning. It's about meaning, it's about growth, it's about potential, it's about positivity, and it's in its own sign. The ancient rulership of Pisces. So for romance, this is fantastic, you know, combined with that new moon there. For a lot of you, this is a new relationship, and it's Jupiterian kind of new relationship. So someone with broad knowledge, who's wise or and fun to be with, and good vibes, so to speak, but also could be someone from a different background, a different cultural background. It could also mean your connection with a child improves. A project that you want to launching your own business. This is all this Jupiter in your 5th house. I'm going to talk about it next month as well, but it's very positive, especially when you are at the beginning degrees of Scorpio, between 0 and 3-4 degrees of Scorpio. You will feel this the most. Also for work, because Jupiter trines your sun sign. So for work, it's also very good to get a promotion, to get a new job. So for those Scorpios who were born around the 24th, 25th, they will feel it the most, of October, sorry. They will feel it the most. And then Mars in another fellow water sign in Cancer in your 9th house. Now this is getting very active throughout the month with studying, traveling. I know it sounds weird, but I'm saying it anyways. Traveling, being active with philosophy, learning about astrology, for instance, being active with communication, translating, publishing, network, for instance, YouTube channel and so on. I see that as 9th house, a combination, one of those houses that I see a lot when people start like YouTube channels or a blog or whatnot that has a bigger platform, because the 9th house is foreign people as well. So you could be doing that as well. And at the end of the month, this goes very, very well with Neptune. So you could be really, by being active abroad, meeting someone, for instance, that could be the case. But anyway, I'm going on, and I'm going to stop here. But it's quite an interesting month for you Scorpios. Make the most out of it, enjoy it, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.